Namaste students. In the previous class we studied parametric differentiation. That means we got the derivatives of functions which define parametrically. Okay. So once again we recall that is, suppose we have x is a function of t. Okay. That means x is f of t and y is also function of t. Then we have to find dy by dx. This particular function is defined parametrically. So we have to find the derivative of this function. That is, we have to find dy by dx. So what we do? We find dx by dt first, that is f dash of t, and then dy by dt, that is derivative of y with respect to t, that is nothing but g dash of t. Then dy by dx, that is equal to dy by dt divided by dx by dt. So when we are writing the quotient, always you have to remember one thing, that is denominator is not equal to 0. Okay. So dy by dt divided by dx by dt, that is g dash of t divided by f dash of t. Okay. Here f dash of t is not equal to 0. That is the derivative of a parametric functions. So in the last class we solved 2 or 3 problems. So now we take some more problems. That means we consider some more functions which define parametrically, and then we have to find the derivative of such functions. Okay. So parametric differentiation or derivatives of functions which define parametrically, both same. Okay. So we take now the next problem, that is x is equal to 4t, y is equal to 4 by t. Okay. So where t is a parameter here, x is equal to 4t, y is equal to 4 by t. So now you have to find dx by dt. We have the function x is equal to 4t, that constant into function. So here we use the formula like this. That is not a formula, it's a rules of differentiation. Okay. So k into u dash, that is taken as k into u dash. Okay. Ku dash, that is k into u whole dash, that is equal to k into u dash. That means suppose we have a constant into function and you have to find the derivative of constant, where k is a constant, u is a function here. K is a constant, u is a function. Okay, function of x. Then to find the derivative of a constant into function, we take constant outside, that is we keep the constant as it is and we find the derivative of u, okay, with respect to x, that is u dash or du by dx, both are same. Okay, this rule you studied in first PUC. So here dx by dt, 4 constant, then derivative of t with respect to t, that is 1. Okay, derivative of t with respect to t, that is 1. So 4 into 1, that equal to 4. Okay, dx by dt is equal to 4. Now dy by dt, here before taking that y is equal to 4 by t. Okay, 4 by t, here also 4 constant, and we write t 1 by t as t to the power minus 1. Okay. So why is this? Now once again we use the same rule, that is constant into function. You have to find the derivative of this with respect to t. So 4 we keep as it is because we are using the same rule, ku whole dash, that is k into u dash. Now t to the power minus 1, we have this property, that is standard derivative, d by dx of x to the power n is nx to the power n minus 1. Okay. So t to the power minus 1, that is minus 1 into t to the power minus 1 minus 1. So this becomes minus 4 to the power 4 into t to the power minus 2. Minus 4 into t to the power minus 2, and that is minus 4 by t square. Okay, t to the power minus 2, when comes to the denominator, that becomes plus. So here dx by dt is 4 and dy by dt is minus 4 by t square. Okay, so therefore dy by dx, you have to find now dy by dx. That is nothing but dy by dt divided by dx by dt. Okay, dy by dt divided by dx by dt, that is minus 4 by t square divided by 4. So here this becomes minus 4 by t square into 1 by 4, because in the denominator here we have 4 by 1. So that becomes 1 by 4 and we get the answer minus 1 by t square. Okay, so the derivative of the function x is equal to 4t and y is equal to 4 by t, we got the derivative as minus 1 by t square. Okay, next problem. X is equal to cos theta minus cos 2 theta and y equal to sin theta minus sin 2 theta. Okay, x is equal to cos theta minus cos 2 theta, y equal to sin theta minus sin 2 theta. So here the parameter is theta. Okay, parameter is theta. So you have to find dy by dx. For that, what we do? First we take derivative of x with respect to theta. Okay, derivative of x with respect to theta. You have to see the parameter correctly. Okay, so here theta is given, so we have to differentiate with respect to theta. So cos theta, derivative of cos theta is minus sin theta. Then derivative of cos 2 theta, that is minus sin 2 theta into 2, because here 2 theta is there. According to chain rule, that is 2 theta, derivative of 2 theta is 2. So this becomes minus sin theta plus 2 sin 2 theta, or we can take this as 2 sin 2 theta minus sin theta. Okay, 2 sin 2 theta minus sin theta. Then you have to find dy by d theta. Okay, derivative of y with respect to theta. So what is derivative of sin theta? Derivative of sin theta is cos theta. Then derivative of sin 2 theta, that is cos 2 theta into derivative of this 2 theta. Using chain rule, we have to apply chain rule. Coefficient of theta here 2. So into 2. So here this becomes cos theta minus 2 cos 2 theta. Okay, cos theta minus 2 cos 2 theta. Therefore dy by dx is equal to dy by d theta divided by dx by d theta. Okay, dy by dx is dy by d theta divided by dx by d theta, that is cos theta minus cos 2 theta divided by 2 sin 2 theta minus sin theta. Okay, 2 sin 2 theta minus sin theta. Okay, so derivative of x with respect to theta, that is minus sin theta, minus derivative of cos 2 theta is minus sin 2 theta into 2. So minus minus becomes plus. So first we write 2 sin 2 theta minus sin theta. Here derivative of sin theta is cos theta, sin 2 theta is cos 2 theta into 2. So cos theta minus 2 cos 2 theta. So this is the derivative of the given function. Okay, we take the next problem. Okay, x is equal to a into theta minus sin theta. Okay, x is equal to a into theta minus sin theta, y equal to a into 1 plus cos theta. So here also this is parametric form. The function is given in a parametric form and the parameter is theta. Okay. So now we have to find dy by dx. For that, first we take derivative of x with respect to theta. So dx by d theta. Here also we use the same rule, that is, suppose we have k into u, the derivative of k into u, then that is k into u dash. Okay. So here a constant we keep as it is. Then derivative of theta with respect to theta, that is 1, and derivative of sin theta with respect to theta, that is cos theta. So we got here a into 1 minus cos theta. dy by d theta, derivative here a constant keep as it is. Derivative of 1 with respect to theta, that is 0, because constant, derivative of a constant is 0, plus cos theta. Derivative of cos theta is minus sin theta. So we have here minus sin theta, that is minus a sin theta. So now dy by dx is equal to dy by d theta divided by dx by d theta. So dy by d theta, that is minus a sin theta, and here a into 1 plus cos theta. Now sin theta, we have sin 2 theta equal to 2 sin theta cos theta, correct? So that we studied in first PUC. Therefore we can write sin theta as 2 sin theta by 2 into cos theta by 2. Okay, sin theta as 2 sin theta by 2 into cos theta by 2. Similarly, we have that 1 plus cos 2 theta equal to 2 cos square theta. Okay, because for cos 2 theta we have a formula 2 cos square theta minus 1. So 1 plus cos 2 theta is 2 cos square theta. Cos here 1 plus cos theta is 2 cos square theta by 2. This also we studied in first PUC. So here a and a cancels. So minus sin theta is 2 sin theta by 2 into cos theta by 2 divided by 1 plus cos theta, that is nothing but 2 cos square theta by 2. So 2 and 2 cancels. Here cos theta by 2 and 1 cos theta by 2 cancels. So you are getting here minus sin theta by 2 divided by cos theta by 2. So that is equal to minus tan theta by 2. Okay. So here first x is equal to a into theta minus sin theta. So a into 1 minus cos theta. Okay, sorry, here we have 1 minus cos theta. So 1 minus cos theta means that is nothing but 2 sin square theta. Okay, in the formula we have a into 1 minus cos theta. So here also minus a sin theta by a into 1 minus cos theta. So 1 minus cos theta is 2 sin square theta by 2 formula, because we have cos 2 theta is 1 minus 2 sin square theta. So here we have 2 sin square theta by 2. So cos theta by 2 remains as it is, and here sin theta by 2 cancels. So here we get cos theta by 2 divided by sin theta by 2. Therefore we get here minus cot theta by 2. Is it clear? So here a into 1 minus cos theta, and 1 minus cos theta is 2 sin square theta by 2. 1 cancel. So here we get cos theta by 2 divided by sin theta by 2, and that is minus cot theta by 2. Okay, so this is how we get the derivative of this particular function. We consider the next one. Okay, we have x is equal to sine cube t divided by root of cos 2t. Okay, sine cube t by root of cos 2t. Y equal to cos cube t divided by root of cos 2t. Okay, here we have to find dy by dx, but it is given in terms of t, that is a parameter is t. So we have to first find derivative of x with respect to t and then derivative of y with respect to t. But here we have quotient of two functions, okay, quotient of sine cube and root cos 2t. So we have to apply the quotient rule. How we apply the quotient rule? That is u by v dash is equal to denominator. In the denominator we have v square, that is squaring of denominator, and in the numerator v into u dash minus u into v dash. This is quotient rule. Okay, suppose we have quotient of two function. Okay, quotient of two functions u and v, u by v. You have to find the derivative of this u by v dash is, we get v square in the denominator, in the numerator, denominator into derivative of the numerator minus numerator into derivative of the denominator. So now dx by dt, that is equal to, we get here in the denominator root of cos 2t whole square, in the numerator root cos 2t as it is, then d by dt of sine cube t minus sine cube t as it is, d by dt of root of cos 2t. Okay, so applying quotient rule we get this. Now here denominator root and square root cancel, the square root and square cancel, so you are getting that is cos 2t. Okay, we get cos 2t. Then here in the numerator root cos 2t into derivative of sine cube t, that is 3 sine square t into cos t. Okay, 3 sine square t into cos t minus sine cube t as it is, derivative of root. So we have root x, suppose we have derivative of root x, that is nothing but derivative of x to the power half, that is half into x to the power half minus 1, that is half into x to the power minus half. So 1 by 2 root of x. Okay, so sine cube t, that is 1 by, here root cos 2t, 1 by 2 root cos 2t, then derivative of cos 2t, that is minus sine 2t into 2. Okay, so this is how we get the derivative. Next, this 2 and this 2 cancels. Okay, so here this root cos 2t is in the denominator here, therefore we take LCM. So we get here root cos 2t whole square, because this comes here, into 3 sine square t into cos t minus plus sine cube t into sine 2t divided by this root cos 2t and this cos 2t. So here square and square root cancels. So you get now this is equal to Here, see here, for sin 2t, we apply the formula for that sin 2t. So, 3 sin square t cos t sorry, into cos 2t plus sin cube t and the sin 2t, that is 2 sin t cos t, which we studied already, okay. Sin 2t is 2 sin t cos t divided by this root of cos 2t into cos 2t, because here this in the denominator we have cos 2t by 1, so that becomes 1 by cos 2t. So now what you do, you take now sin square t into cos t common, then you get 3 cos 2t plus here 1 sin square t you took common, so we are getting 2 sin square t, here 1 sin t, here 1 sin t, clear? So 2 sin square t we get, okay. So divided by this cos 2t to the power 3 by 2, because here root t, suppose we have root here power 1, so cos 2t into root cos 2t, so therefore cos 2t to the power half plus 1, that is 3 by 2, we get here this one, okay, that is dx by dt. Next we take dy by dt, okay. Similarly here also we can use the quotient rule, so root of cos 2t whole square in the denominator. In the numerator, so I directly apply the quotient rule here, okay, that is root cos 2t into derivative of cos cube t. Derivative of cos cube t is 3 cos square t into derivative of cos t, that is minus sin t, minus, okay, minus cos cube t as it is derivative of this root cos 2t, that is 1 by 2 root of cos 2t into minus sin 2t into 2. Okay, so as in the previous, here we solved no dx by dt. In the similar manner, we take dy by dt. The function is only here we have cos cube t. Okay, now what we do? 2 and 2 cancels. So here we have in the denominator. So you take LCM. You are getting here root cos 2t whole square into 3 cos square t into minus sin t. Minus minus plus that is cos cube t into sin 2t. This root cos 2t comes to the denominator, here 2 and root cos 2t, here root and square cancels. So you are getting cos 2t into root of cos 2t. Now here square and square root cancels. So what do you get? That is minus 3 cos square t into cos 2t into sin t plus, here I apply sin 2t once again, 2 sin t into cos t. So cos cube t into 2 sin t into cos t, okay, divided by this cos 2t into root cos 2t. If you have confusion, see here, cos 2t into root cos 2t, that is root cos 2t, that is cos 2t into cos 2t to the power half. So here power 1, here power half. So using theory of indices, this becomes 1 plus half. So that is cos 2t to the power 3 by 2. So this becomes cos 2t to the power 3 by 2. So now what we do? You take here cos square t into sin t common. Okay. So here the next step, here, from here we get this, that is we take cos square t into sin t common. Then we got here minus 3 cos 2t, correct? Minus 3 cos 2t plus 2 cos square t, okay, divided by cos 2t to the power 3 by 2. So now we got dx by dt and dy by dt, okay. So clearly see these steps, okay. First, for dx by dt, we apply the quotient rule. So in the denominator, denominator square. So in the numerator, we first keep the denominator as it is and we find the derivative of the numerator, minus numerator into derivative of the denominator. So sin cube t, that is 3 sin square t into cos t. Here sin cube t, root cos 2t is 1 by 2 root of cos 2t into derivative of cos 2t, that is minus sin 2t into 2. Then all this simplification we have to do. Similarly, for dy by dt also we have to use the quotient rule, okay. Directly we use here quotient rule, okay. Then we have to do all simplification. So now what you have to do, you have to find dy by dx, correct. So dy by dx, so dy by dx is equal to dy by dt divided by dx by dt, okay. Now what is dy by dt? There we have, that is cos square t into sin t into minus 3 cos 2t plus 2 cos square t divided by cos 2t to the power 3 by 2, okay. So here, then what is dx by dt? That is sin square t into cos t into 3 cos 2t plus 2 sin square t divided by cos 2t to the power 3 by 2. So this and this cancels. We have same denominator, so we can cancel this directly. So what we get in the numerator, that is here cos square t into sin t into minus here 3 cos 2t plus 2 cos square t divided by sin square t into cos t into 3 cos 2t plus 2 sin square t, okay. So we have this now. So cos t 1 cancels, here sin t with this 1 sin t cancels. So we get cos t. See, because we have here cos t, we apply the formula for this cos 2t, cos 2t. See, cos 2t we have different 4 formula. The one formula is cos 2t is equal to 2 cos square t minus 1, correct? Cos 2t, we have 4 different formula for cos 2 theta, that is 2 cos square theta minus 1 is one formula, correct? So cos 2t is equal to 2 cos square t minus 1, and also we have that is 1 minus 2 sin square t. So now here we use 2 cos square t minus 1 because already we have cos t here. So minus 3 into 2 cos square t minus 1 plus 2 cos square t. And in the denominator we have sin t. So here we use for this cos 2t as 1 minus 2 sin square t. 3 into 1 minus 2 sin square t plus 2 sin square t. So now what we get? This equal to cos t into minus 6 cos square t plus minus 3 into minus 1, that is plus 3 plus 2 cos square t divided by sin t into 3 into 1 3 minus 6 sin square t plus 2 sin square t. So cos t into 3 minus 4 cos square t, because minus 6 plus 2, that is minus 4, divided by sin t into here 3 minus 4 sin square t. Now see, we got now very simplified form. Then also we can take a simplification. Multiply by cos t, you get 3 cos t minus 4 cos cube t divided by 3 sin t minus 4 sin cube t. Okay, so this is a known formula which you studied in first PUC, correct? We had a formula, that is sin 3t, that is equal to 3 sin t minus 4 sin cube t. Okay, cos 3t is equal to 4 cos cube t minus 3 cos t. But here we have 3 cos t minus 4 cos cube t. So we take minus common, okay? That is 3 cos t. Okay, here we have 3 cos t. Sorry, minus we take common. So we get 4 cos cube t minus 3 cos t divided by 3 sin t minus 4 sin cube t. Okay, so this is nothing but minus of cos 3t divided by sin 3t, and this is minus cot 3t. Okay, so see this formula. This is how we solved cos cube t by root of cos 2t, and y is equal to cos cube t by root cos 2t, and x is equal to sin cube t by root cos 2t. Okay, so the differentiation process, that is we have to clearly do differentiation and then simplification. That is a lengthy one, differentiation, but what a simple term we get as a final answer. See this. Okay, so this is how we get the derivative of the above function. Okay, we continue with the next problem. Okay, so the next problem, that is the fifth one. Okay, so x is equal to a into cos t plus log tan t by 2. Y is equal to a sin t. Okay, x is equal to a into cos t plus log tan t by 2. Y is equal to a sin t. So dx by dt, here constant into function. Okay, that is constant into derivative of the function. Derivative of the constant into function, that is nothing but constant into derivative of a function. So a constant, derivative of cos t, that is minus sin t, plus derivative of logarithm, okay, log tan t by 2, that is 1 by tan t by 2. You have to apply chain rule. Okay, 1 by tan t by 2. Then you have to find derivative of tan t by 2, that is nothing but secant square t by 2, and then derivative of t by 2. Half is constant and derivative of t is 1. Okay, so this is how we get the derivative of this particular function. A into derivative of cos t is minus sin t, then derivative of log tan t by 2 is 1 by tan t by 2 into secant square t by 2 into half. So a into minus sin t plus 1 by tan t by 2. Tan t by 2 can be written as sin t by 2 divided by cos t by 2. Similarly, secant square t by 2 can be written as 1 by cos square t by 2 into half. Okay, so this how we take the simplification. Next, here we have one cos, that cos square t by 2, so that one cos is cancelled with this cos. Okay, so now we get a into minus sin t plus this becomes 1 by 2 into sin t by 2 into cos t by 2. See this, the known formula, 2 sin t by 2 into cos t by 2, that is nothing but sin t, that is sin theta can be taken as 2 sin theta by 2 into cos theta by 2. So we can apply the formula in the reverse order also. So we got here a into minus sin t plus 1 by sin t. Okay, so this equal to a into minus sin square t, LCM, here sin t, here denominator we have 1. So minus sin square t plus 1 divided by sin t. Okay, so we get a into 1 minus sin square t divided by sin t. So fundamental relation 1 minus sin square t, that is cos square t. Okay, 1 minus sin square t is cos t, because you know that sin square t plus cos square t, that equal to 1. So a into cos square t by sin t, we keep as it is. Then we have y equal to a sin t. So what do you have? dy by dt is equal to a into cos t. Okay, direct. A constant, keep as it is. Derivative of sin t is cos t. Now you have to find dy by dx, that is dy by dt divided by dx by dt. So what is dy by dt? That is a cos t, and dx by dt is a into cos square t divided by sin t. So a and a cancels, here cos and cos cancels, so you are getting here sin t divided by cos t. So this goes up, so sin by cos, that is tan t. Okay, so we get tan t, that is the answer. Okay, so for this particular function we got dy by dx is equal to tan t. We consider the next problem. The problem is x is equal to a secant theta, y equal to b tan theta. Okay, x is equal to a secant theta, y is equal to b tan theta. So dx by d theta, a constant, rule, that is k u, derivative of k into u, that is nothing but k into derivative of u, the same formula. So a constant, keep as it is. Derivative of secant theta is secant theta into tan theta. Okay, derivative of secant theta is secant theta into tan theta. So y is b tan theta, therefore dy by d theta is b into tan theta. Derivative of tan theta is secant square theta. So dy by dx is equal to dy by d theta divided by dx by d theta. Now what is dy by d theta? That is b into secant square theta. Here a into dx by d theta is a into secant theta into tan theta. So here secant theta, here 1 secant theta cancels with this secant theta. So we got here B by A into secant theta can be written as 1 by cos theta, and tan theta can be written as sin theta by cos theta. So cos theta and cos theta both are in the denominator. So cos theta and cos theta cancels. So what we get? B by A 1 by sin theta. That is B by A into cosecant theta. Okay, so this is how we solve this particular function. Okay, so derivative of a function which is given in terms of a parameter. Okay, that is theta is the parameter here. So we have to differentiate x with respect to theta and y with respect to theta. Then by applying the formula we get this. Okay, so this is also one of the important concept in differentiation. Okay, we have some more problems that we continue in the next class. Now you just take 2 homework problems. Okay, you solve this. That means you find the derivative of the following functions. Okay, first one, if x is equal to a cos theta, y equal to a sin theta, find dy by dx. So here parameter is theta, so you have to find the derivative of x and y with respect to theta. Then you have to find dy by dx. And another one, x is equal to at square, y equal to 2at, find dy by dx. Okay, so here the parameter is t. So see the parameters, then x and y. Okay, find dx by derivative of x with respect to given parameter. Similarly, derivative of y with respect to the given parameter. Okay, then apply that formula, find dy by dx. Okay, so sometimes you need some simplification, or sometimes only simple term you will get. Okay, so practice such type of problems. We continue in the next class. Thank you.